Join me as I dive deep into the idea that self-improvement might actually be hurting our happiness. I'm going to put this theory to the test. We're living in an era where self-improvement has become the ultimate goal. We're constantly being told that we need to be better, to do more, and to achieve more. And it's no wonder why. With the rise of social media, we're constantly bombarded with messages of success, wealth, and perfection. It's like we're living in a never-ending competition, where everyone is trying to one-up each other. But have you ever stopped to think about the toll this relentless pursuit of self-improvement might be taking on our happiness? The thing is, when we're always striving to be better, we can start to feel like we're never good enough. We start to focus on our flaws and imperfections, and before we know it, we're consumed by feelings of inadequacy and unhappiness. We start to believe that we need to change who we are in order to be worthy, and that's a dangerous game to play. Because no matter how hard we try, we're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. But when we're stuck in this never-ending cycle of self-improvement, we start to forget that. We're constantly comparing ourselves to others, trying to keep up with the latest trends and self-help gurus, and feeling like we're failing if we're not making progress fast enough. And let's be real, it's exhausting. We're like hamsters on a wheel, running and running but getting nowhere. And the worst part is, we're not even enjoying the journey. We're so focused on the destination, becoming the best version of ourselves, that we're forgetting to appreciate the present moment. We're so caught up in trying to improve ourselves that we're losing sight of who we are right now. We're like works of art in progress, always trying to add more brushstrokes and colors, but never stopping to admire the beauty that's already there. And that's what I want to talk about today, the idea that maybe, just maybe, our relentless pursuit of self-improvement is actually harming our happiness. One of the biggest contributors to this problem is societal pressure. We're constantly being told what we need to do to be successful, to be happy, and to be fulfilled. And it's not just coming from social media, it's coming from our families, our friends, and even ourselves. We're putting so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, and it's crushing us. We need to learn to take a step back and realize that happiness isn't about achieving some arbitrary standard, it's about being content with who we are right now. Another major issue is unrealistic expectations. We're fed this idea that we can achieve anything we set our minds to, and that's just not true. We're human beings, not superheroes. We have limitations, and we need to learn to accept them. We need to stop expecting ourselves to be perfect and start embracing our imperfections. Because let's face it, imperfections are what make us unique, and they're what make us beautiful. And then there's the comparison culture. Oh, the comparison culture. It's like a plague, spreading its way through social media and infecting us all. We're constantly comparing our lives to others, and it's driving us crazy. We're like, why can't I have a body like that? Or why can't I have a life like that? And it's not just about physical things, it's about intangible things too. We're comparing our happiness, our success, and our fulfillment to others, and it's never going to be enough. Because there will always be someone who's happier, more successful, and more fulfilled than us. So, what's the solution? How can we stop this cycle of self-improvement and start focusing on our happiness? For me, it's about finding a balance between self-improvement and self-acceptance. It's about acknowledging our imperfections and loving ourselves anyway. It's about taking a step back and appreciating who we are right now, rather than constantly striving to be someone else. It's about being kind to ourselves, and accepting that we're enough, just as we are. In conclusion, I want to leave you with this: self-improvement is not inherently bad. But when it becomes an obsession, when it starts to consume our every waking moment, that's when it becomes a problem. So, let's try to find a balance. Let's try to focus on our happiness, rather than our flaws. Let's try to love ourselves, rather than constantly trying to change. Thanks for watching, and if you've struggled with the same feelings of inadequacy and unhappiness, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about self-acceptance and happiness, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be diving deeper into the subject.